Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Jonathan Gan with Sulhi Azman, and we have companies in the news for you. While many might think of stark industries when we consider defense companies, in Malaysia we have our very own Boustead Heavy Industries.
Reminds me of Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. So the share actually rose about 1% today to 2 ringgit and 5 cents. So on the news front, it's basically because it has received a formal contract from Trans Resources Corporation Sendirian Berhad.
Well, it's no surprising, John, because Boustead Heavy Industry Corporation is controlled by Boustead Holdings Berhad, and it has interests in shipbuilding, ship repair, heavy engineering, and defense technology. Now, this company, John, is no stranger within the defense community. It is known to be a close proxy to the Ministry of Defense, MINDEF. And today,
true enough, but I think our audience would like to know the amount they are actually making, which is actually 4.8 million ringgit, inclusive of goods and services tax.
Yeah, that's only for one contract. You know,
right,
the whole year they have a slew of contracts flowing into the Boustead Heavy Engineerings.
Correct. So in terms of the chairman, Dato'
Tan Sri Lodin,
the
infamous Tan Sri Lodin.
He has said that in terms of revenue, the company hopes to gather about 70% of its revenue contribution from military contracts and only 30% from commercial. So I think they are actually gearing up to be more of a military contractor from now on. And I actually went through the quarterly results of the company, and they said that they have several prospects, including the LCS project for ships. It's littoral combat ships. They also have a joint venture with Airbus Helicopters Malaysia.
Well, John, the thing is, if you look at the earnings right now, I mean, with all the projects aside, you know, with very rosy and so on, earnings-wise, in the second quarter, revenue went up by 13%, but net profit went down by 18%. Now, of concerns for the investors, right, the company has a total borrowing, very highly geared, of 354 million ringgit, a gearing ratio of 110%. Now, 97% or more than 300 million ringgit is actually a short-term borrowing during, that is payable within 1 year. As an investor, would you be looking at these stocks if you analyze it fundamentally?
No, the thing is that management of debt always drives investors away, especially a company that's so rich in debt. And when I was looking through the prospects, the issue is that I didn't see a lot of indication on where the earnings are, Well, although they have a slew of contracts, like you say, but there's no clarity,
Well, Boustead Heavy Engineering, you have to understand that they are a little bit shy, I think, when it comes to disclosing their number of contracts, basically. But in a 2007 report, they were saying that they had some 27 billion ringgit in outstanding order book, but that was way back. But now, we wonder whether how much are in their plates at the moment, and whether that could be accretive to their earnings. Of course, it would be accretive, but but I think the amount of disclosure that needs to be done must be a little bit more, step up a bit.
Okay, on that note, we have to wrap up. So on Boustead Heavy Industries Berhad, we think that the contract is definitely earnings positive to the company. And of course, the prospects of the company from the LCS project, the flight sims and its MRO segments. But its expansion opportunities remain limited for the oil and gas sector. Thanks for joining us on Market Matters again. For more information on the stories we discussed, please visit www.theedgemarkets.com. We have good news for all of those readers who have been dearly missing our papers, as today marks the day the suspension is lifted for The Edge. Do seek out the newsstands for a copy of The Edge Financial Daily tomorrow or The Edge Weekly from next week onwards. Thank you and good night.